Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at, yes, the meta Shadow Charizard with Wing Attack. We're going to use it. Charizard's one of my favorites. I just couldn't resist. Let's finally go ahead and do this. I used an Elite TM for this one here because I felt it was worth it. Why not? So let's go ahead and have a little fun here. We're going to be pairing it up with Trevenant and a few others throughout this video. Trevenant is going to stay with it the entire time. Now I do feel better. Not completely. I'm just trying to keep it pushing here. I don't want to get on the mic like, you know. I went out, did some errands, worked out, took a shower. I'm feeling all right now. Had some Mexican food. We're good to go, baby. Let's get it. All right, so Charizard Shadow with Wing Attack. Yeah, this thing is pretty stinking good. Personally using it here now with its new buffed Wing Attack. So let's have a little fun. Throwing in the Trevenant. Let's see if this is going to be a Night Slash. That's okay. Now, if you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up. Really do appreciate all of you. Hope everybody is having a great time out there with family, and you're not having too stressful of a season here. Alright, so they're going to be surviving with 1 HP. Okay. And they have them a champ in the back. So we got the Poliwrath, we got the fighter versus fighter. Let's have a little fun. They're going for the cross chop, building up a little bit of extra energy here, going for the dynamic punch, and it's going to be doing a ton of damage to them. Charizard basically has no health here. You're going to see how this does pan out. This is crazy. Okay, this is just really crazy. So we survive this, getting to the Ice Punch here. And we're going to swap into the Charizard. We're going to pretty much KO each other. And there it is. And then we're actually able to quick move down the Surfetched with a Mud Shot Poliwrath. Next battle, leading with Trevenant here. Met with another Trevenant. And this is okay. I mean, this is, you know, those mirror matches can be kind of nerve-wracking, especially if you're super affected to each other. That's where things get a little bit interesting here. So they're going to be shielding up my Shadow Ball. And we're going to be shielding up theirs. Okie dokie. Sounds good. Don't know if I'm going to have higher attack, so I just go for the Seed Bomb here. They know I'm not at a Shadow Ball. It's not like I was trying to trick them, alright? Because we're on the same pace. Looks like they're trying to farm down, but they're going to actually snipe me while retreating with energy on that Trevenant and bringing in a Wall Rain. They are shieldless. That sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Poliwrath and have a little fun here. Dynamic Punch doing a ton of damage to them. Kind of wanted to farm down with Charizard, but they're going to probably get to a Icicle Spear, which is going to be doing quite a bit of damage to that Shadow Charizard, so we got to kind of look out here. If I do have slight pauses, folks, I am a little bit out of it still. Okay, I'm just trying to keep up with the, you know, fast-paced commentary that we usually do. And I knew we were going to do that, so we're farming up. Great, and they have a Ampharos on the back. All right, Shadow Charizard, hit him with Blast Burn. Show us what you can do here. Oh yeah, taking out the somewhat tanky Ampharos. And we're going to be able to shield up this last thing here. They basically have 1 HP. We already took them out. And they're getting out that Shadow Ball. We take that win. Let's go. Next battle, leading with Charizard. Met with Trevenant. Oh, okay. Let's go. And they're swapping into their own Charizard. And we're going to have Snorlax on the team now. Kind of a random thing to have. Snorlax is just pretty good all around. Do have the Charizard, which is going to be resisting fighting. So this is going to be a pretty good Pokemon to have alongside it with the Trevenant as well. Alright, so we're shielding up that first Blast Burn. Not a Shadow Charizard. Still going to do a whole lot of damage here. And spammy. And you know what? I'm kind of glad that Charizard got this buff. And, you know I might be talking crap once in a while about it. Meta and all that stuff. But it's good. I'm glad Charizard has got this love now. Right? It was good before, but oof, now you're seeing it everywhere. Of course, unless you are going with a rock and a water type on your team, then you'll probably never see it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go for a Charizard here. See, I've told you guys, I'm doing my best. Going for a Dragon Claw here. Now we're going for a Blast Burn. Charizard is going to be able to sweep up here, obviously taking out the Trevenant. And they have a Steelix, folks. Are we going to sweep up with a Shadow Charizard? Quite literally, this is a clean sweep. This was nice. And this should almost... Oh man, that dang Steelix is so tanky. That's a Shadow Blast Burn from Charizard, and it's still surviving. So we swap into our Trevenant, do a couple of Shadow Claws, absorb the crunch, and we're looking good. Moving on to our next opponent here. What are we going to see? A Dragonite with the Charizard? It's okay. I mean, that Shadow Dragon Breath is going to be doing a whole lot of damage. Shadow Charizard really can't take a hit, as you can see here. Already bring us down to about 75% of our health or less. And even lower now, looking like 25%. Yikes. So at least we're going to be either getting shields here, and they do want to shield this up. We're going to swap immediately into our Snorlax. Trevenant can still handle the Dragonite at this point with a Shadow Claw and Shadow Ball. It's no big deal. It looks like I was going for a Seed Bomb here. It's not going to KO, but we're at least going to be able to farm down. Let's see what happens. Using our last shield. And we're going for this. This is not going to be enough. They're going to be able to retreat here. And that's exactly what they do. Bringing in their Escavalier. Now, yeah, Mega Horn's going to be doing quite a bit, but I don't think that's Mega Horn. That was certainly not enough energy for it. Going for a Drill Run while the counter's resisted. Going for the Shadow Ball. Escavalier, man, counter is such a good move. Put it on whatever, and it's just going to be meta. Doesn't matter. It's just that stinking good. So we're taking them out, shield this battle here, and they're bringing in a Heracross. Very interesting. I thought they would want to go in with their Dragonite and maybe try to farm up here, but I think they have no health left. So we're going to go ahead and swap into our Snorlax to kind of just unfortunately absorb all of this. But we're surviving. They're going for a Mega Horn. And now we're going to go for the Body Slam here. Not quite enough to take them out, but we're going to be massively effective with Charizard. So we're just going to be able to quick move them down, and we're looking good. Very, very brave of them to be rocking a Heracross with this Charizard meta, with Wing Attack being a fighting and bug. Anyways, next battle, we're met with a Glade here. A lot of damage from that confusion. Charizard really can't hold it down. Now, with the super effective Wing Attack plus the Dragon Claws, we're going to be looking good here. If they double shield, that's great. We haven't used the shield yet. We're going to go ahead and do that right about now. And if they do shield this up, then I think we're just going to still want to stay here. But they're going to let this one go. Not enough to take them out. One more quick move. The confusion didn't even register. And they're bringing in a Sylveon here. So we're going to build up to the Blast Burn. Going to go ahead and throw this. Either get a shield or do a ton of damage to them. Getting that last shield. Great. Swapping into our Snorlax immediately here. No time to waste. Don't want them to farm up any extra here. And we're going to go ahead and let this go. It's going to be a Side Shock. No problem at all. Getting to the Body Slam. And hopefully there's something in the back that we can handle with our Trevenant. As long as it's not going to be a Dark type, we should be looking good here. Although we do have Seed Bomb. But yeah, let's just hope. Let's see. A Swampert maybe? Another Charm User. Okay. Granbull. No problem. They do have Charm, so we don't have to really worry about them spamming Crunch or anything like that. Getting to the Shadow Ball, and this is just going to KO. And Trevenant taking the win for us at the end with this 2 Charm User team. Nothing wrong with that. Just saying, still taking that win. Next battle, what are we going to see? Great lead up against Sirfetch'd. Now, I am highlighting some of my better battles. Yes, we're having some decent leads here, but let me tell you what. It was pretty rough. I'm not going to get all into it, but it was pretty crazy. All right, so Brave Bird, yeah, we're going to have to shield that up. Yep, it's going to be a Brave Bird shielding it up. And they're going to be going down, bringing in a Swampert here. Now, we do not want to swap. We're just going to do as much damage as we can here. Getting a shield's even better. So, the reason why we don't want to swap is because if we bring in our Trevenant, they're going to counter us. So, alignment. There you go, exactly. So, they do have a Shadow Claw Typhlosion, which is something you don't really see too often anymore. Usually, you're going to have Incinerate, right? We do resist it, so there is that going for us here. Blast Burn's still going to be doing a lot. It's not going to be a Shadow. Snorlax can take a hit, so we're going to go ahead and let this first one go here because we do resist the Shadow Claw. Shielding this next one up here, we just have to align the Trevenant to the Swampert, and we're good. They backed out. You can see how we registered that win down there. Yeah, taking that win. They just wanted to get our last shield there. All right, sounds good to me. Moving it on to our next opponent. What are we going to be met with? And now, Ampharos, there's your battle lead. There you go. Swapping into our Snorlax. Don't want to bring in that Trevenant quite yet. And we're going to be getting countered in the front and in the middle so far with the Machamp. Getting a shield. This is not particularly a great situation here, but since they're throwing their energy, I suppose this is going to be okay. Charizard, we have to look out for Rock Slide. Obviously, that's going to be one-shotting. I don't want to quite reveal the Trevenant yet, so yeah, unfortunately, they're going to be able to get to a charge move. So we will shield this up and then simply just farm them down at this point. So we're going to have a lot of energy. So kind of recovering the situation, bringing in the Ampharos straight to the Blast Burn, and we're going to go ahead and swap right after this, I think. Yep, they let it go, and they have a Venusaur in the back. Now, this is looking great. The Ampharos doesn't have really too much energy. It doesn't have much health left. We're going to be able to take this win. Looking good here. They do go for a Frenzy Plant, maybe trying to get our shields. It still does a ton of damage, so yeah, no problem. We're going to go ahead and let that go and then just go for a Seed Bomb ourselves, which is not going to really be doing too much. I wanted to come out of this with energy here because I'm just kind of screwing around. All right, so letting this go. Okay, Charizard's going to be able to finish this off. We survive. They Vine Whip us down, bring it in the Charizard, and we go straight for the Dragon Claw and taking the win right where we started, up against the Ampharos. And there you go, bad lead, still winning, countered in the middle. That Venusaur in the back was quite nice for our team. Next battle, leading with Charizard, met with a Komodo. Okay, so super effective with a Wing Attack, as well as the Dragon Claw. Not getting stabbed, but since it is going to be Shadow Charizard, it's essentially getting stabbed at this point, right? So they're going to be shielding it up, and we're taking a lot of damage from that Dragon Tail, and I'm not really liking this situation here, really, whatsoever. Now, we do have a Glade on the team. Now, I want you to freaking take note of this. This is crazy, okay? It's not like it's a mystery anymore, but I just want you to see. Since we put the Confusion user in the middle, it's not going off the Pokemon type, and then we got the Ghost moves in the back, you're going to see all these fighters start pulling up in the front. Now, I know it's an unbalanced team. If we have a Charizard in the back or a Flyer or something, Glade and Trevenant are going to have a lot of trouble, right, because they're weak to it. But the game is weird. It pulls out these teams for you when you put them together. So let's go ahead and take a look. Anyways, Swampert, great. Gonna go for Blast Burn because it's just doing so much. Whatever, let's go for it. No problem at all. And we're swapping with energy on the Charizard. Trying to stay focused here. Catching a Hydro Cannon with the Swampert. They back out. They do not like that. And you're gonna see some more fighters in the lead after we did put the Glade Shadow in the middle with Confusion. And Dragonite this time. Okay, hyping it all up. I'm telling you, all these fighters, folks. Dragonite, Flyer. Okay, this is fine. This is where we would want to see it most likely, because we have Dragon Claw. That Dragon Breath is just doing a whole bunch. Dragonite, Dragon Breath, Stab, Shadow is just ridiculous. All right, going for another Dragon Claw here. Plus, the nice thing about Dragonite is the fact that it's very tanky. Can take hits. So we're going to immediately swap into our Glade here. And unfortunately, we're going to have to shield this up using our last shield as well. But this is their Flyer, so hopefully there's something back here that we can handle. Down goes the Dragonite. We got a lot of energy. Health is still in the green, looking good. Bringing in an Escavalier. Now we're going to build up a little bit of extra energy here. Go for close combat. This is most certainly going to take them out because it's Shadow. Let's get it. Down they go. And they have an Excadrill in the back. Now I got a little nervous. I should have built up to the close combat. But we go for the Leaf Blade. And here's the thing. I mean, I have Trevenant in the back. There's really nothing to worry about. This Excadrill is pretty much out of here. I bring in Charizard so we can have them waste their energy. And then we'll just bring in the Trevenant and finish them off. Excadrill is definitely a fun Pokemon, but man, oh man, it sure cannot take a hit in the Ultra League. Moving it on, Charizard in the lead, met with a Primarina. This kind of got me a little nervous and thinking here. They're going to be swapping though. I was okay, that sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and stay here a little bit slow. Going to shield this up. Obviously, Aqua Tail is going to be doing a whole lot of damage from that Gyarados. Going to go for the Dragon Tail and then swap into our Glade, I do believe. Great. Doing a lot of damage with that Confusion. Getting to the Leaf Blade. Let's see if they want to double shield. If they do, that's perfectly fine. And we do have the Trevenant to handle the Primarina. And they're bringing in that Primarina to do super effective charm damage to our Glade. That's okay. We got that Trevenant. Let's go ahead and handle this here. They're not going to be getting to a charge move anytime soon. Do they want to shield it up and protect it? Let's see. All that energy built up. Don't want to waste it. And that's exactly what they're doing here. And we're absolutely going to be shielding this up ourselves here. Kind of wanted to just let it go, bring in the Charizard and farm down, but we're just going to go ahead and build up energy, and then we're going to do that. Swap into our Charizard, and they have a Aurorus in the back. So this is not necessarily super effective because of the rock, still doing a whole bunch of damage here, but we do have energy built up, and they back out before we can even finish the game there, and we take the win. Let's go. Moving it on to our next battle. Got that Surfetched again, another fighter in the front. There you go. And we're going to be met with another Typhlosion with Shadow Claw. Crazy, huh? But we're going to go ahead and go for a Dragon Claw. They're letting it go. Still holding on to 2 shields on both ends here, getting to another one. Now they're just building up a whole lot of energy, probably to 2 Blast Burns, and they're going to just go ahead and hit them back to back here. I do believe I simply shield up both of these. I'm not even going to... At this point, I think we just double shield and farm down. Come out of this with a whole bunch of energy. Threaten whatever they throw in here because more than likely they're going to shield it up. Unless it is some sort of like rock type, right? And it is going to be a Glade, huh? They got a Glade on their team. Isn't that interesting? So we're throwing the Blast Burn here. We're going to retreat into our Trevenant. We're not going to take any damage from their charge moves. The only damage they're going to be really doing is going to be with that Confusion and hitting that Seed Bomb. They retreat into that Surfetched. Going for a Seed Bomb ourselves now. I didn't build up to a Shadow Ball because I already know I'm going to be able to take them out. Surfetched is just taking way too much damage. But they're farming up a lot, getting me a little nervous over here. Like, hey, that's enough farm there, buddy, for you. Going straight for the Brave Bird. Okay, so they're going to be going down in about a wing attack and a half. All right, so down they go. In comes the Glade. Unfortunately, they're hitting the charge move, but that's perfectly fine. We're still going to be able to go in here with our last Pokemon, our own Glade, and then take the win. And that's about a wrap for this video, folks. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Charizard, wing attack, Shadow, yeah, pretty good. Enjoyed it. Really fun, of course. It's not a mystery at this point. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Mama, touch the cat. This is the